Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Zikra Faira. You can call me Zikra. I'm a part of psychology student. Here I am. I'm as a moderator. So tonight we will talk about future. We have four guests tonight, and the first guest is Sister Rini Mayang. Okay, Sister Rini Mayang, let's introduce yourself.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Dina Mayangsari. You can call me Mayang. I'm a part of sociology student.
Halo, Sister Rini Mayang. And the next is Brother Hasbi. Please, Brother Hasbi.
Hello, my name is Hasbi Ramdhani Praja. I'm part of public administration student.
Hello, Brother Hasbi. And the next is Sister Naila. Please, Sister Naila.
Hello, I'm Naila Zulfa, so you can call me Nanai. I'm a part of psychology student.
Hello, Sister Nanai. And the last is Sister Najmi. Please, Sister Najmi.
Hello, I'm Nazmi Nur Laila. I'm a part of chemistry education student. Thank you.
Okay, tonight we have 12 questions that we need to answer. Sorry, we have 20 questions that we need to answer. And the first question is coming from Sister Mayang. Please, Sister Mayang, time is yours.
Okay, the first question is, what kind of job do you dream of? For me, I think I want to be a beauty doctor because I enjoy myself look nicer, and I want to everyone feels something like that. Thank you.
Okay, Sister Mayang, your dream job is a good job, and I hope your dream will become true soon. So I think I wanna be a part of psychologist. I wanna be a part of psychologist of kids and teens. The reason why I wanna be a part of psychologist is because of I wanna help their life. I wanna help their self. I wanna help their psychology. And I wanna help them how to make them have a good future.
Back, challenge my intellectually and provides opportunity for growth and creativity. Enough.
Okay, for me, psychology as well as HRD because it's my dream and I want to help people who have trauma. Apart from that, unfortunately, I want to be a great parents.
In the future, I want to be a teacher because I dream of job that allow me to continuously learn and grow, make a positive impact on others, and work in a comfortable and enjoyable environment. Enough.
Okay. And the next question is coming from Sister Mayang. Please, Sister Mayang.
The next question, the second question is, what are you concerned about the future? For me, I think I'm kind of worried about something that I want to be. It can happen in the future.
In my opinion, my concern about my future is I really worry if I can't to be a psychologist. I really worry if I can't to be a good mother. I really worry if I can't to be a good people, and I really worry if I can't to help people around me. So I really hope and I pray to Allah if I will never get it or I will never do it soon.
For me, I'm concerned about uncertainty in the future, such as economic instability, environmental challenge, and societal change. I also worry about striking a balance between a personal and professional life.
For my opinion, I think my worry is failure because I am only the last hope for my parents, so there is no children again. So I must to be a psychologist and get my dream.
I think I'm worried about my parents' age because I want to achieve all my dreams, always accompanied by my parents.
Okay. And the third question is still come from Sister Maya. Please, Sister Maya.
Okay, guys, the third question is, what kind of future life do you desire? I think I want to be a good person, of course, and I want to be rich people. I think that's it for me.
Okay. I think I want to be a good psychologist. I want to have a clinic. I want to be a good mother. I want to be a good wife. I want to be a rich woman. I want to be an independent woman. And all the good things that I hope. Maybe enough for me.
For me, I envision a future life filled with fulfillment, a meaningful connection, and I hope for a life where I can pursue my passions, contribute to the well-being of others, and lead a balanced and fulfilling existence. Enough.
If my opinion, I think a quick life with a job, psychology with HRD, who has high income, so traveling to various country and doing social activities like volunteer, like that. Maybe enough.
I think I want to have a good and happy future life where I can achieve my dreams, make my parents happy, and have a supportive environment around me. Maybe enough.
Okay. And the fourth question is still coming from Sister Maya. Please, Sister Maya.
Last question from me. When you guys thinking about the future, what's one word that comes to your mind? From me, I think happiness. That's it.
For me, maybe independent, especially independent woman, because I really hope I want to be that one soon.
For me, when I think about the future, the word potential comes to mind. It signifies the endless possibility and opportunity that lie ahead, waiting to be explored and
I think quite a life with grow up personality. Maybe enough.
For me, the word is hope because it represents my belief in the possibilities of good things and positive outcome that can happen in the future.
Okay, and the next question is come from me. Firstly, thank you to Sister Mayang for all of your question. And the next question is, what things do you think everyone should prepare before becoming parents? First, in my opinion, the thing that everyone should prepare before becoming parents is uh, her mental. The second is her knowledge. The third is money, of course, because that is the important thing. So the fourth is emotional control. So yeah, maybe that's the most important thing. That include anything that we need to be parent, to be a good parent, especially knowledge, because much of parents that maybe doesn't know how to be parents or how to be a good parents. Maybe that's for me enough.
I agree with your opinion, Zika, because for me, we need to have enough money, of course, like he say, and I think we have to learn about parenting, of course. Yeah, so that's it.
For me, before becoming a parent, it is important to prepare an understanding of responsibility, communication skill, understanding of child development, and emotional and financial readiness.
For me, raising children and choosing a partner, because education starts when we are choosing a partner, apart from financial matters, because financial is very important.
In my opinion, to become a parent, one must prepare financial, emotional, parenting, and maybe safe environment.
Okay, and the next question is, what kind of parenting will you use for your child in the future? I think I want to use authoritarian parenting, because I want to make a good communication with my child soon. So I want to make a good relation with my children. I don't want to make a traumatized situation with my child. And of course, I want to be a good mother. Maybe enough.
So I think I want to be a good parent who can teach my child to be a good person.
For me, I will as an approach open communication, respect for the child, individuality, and education that focus on skill development.
I think, in my opinion, a democratic parenting style that not only gives the rules, but children can discuss with the parents like that. So we have a good communication between children and parents.
Maybe I want to be a parent who has good, open communication and good communication, and is a fun place to tell story.
Okay, the next is, what kind of parent do you want to be in the future? Of course, I want to be a good mother. I want to be the mother that cook in the morning. I want to be a good mother that read history for my child before sleep. So I want to be a good mother that teach my children. So I want to be a good mother that always make a communication with my child. I want to be a good mother that I don't give bad traumatis for my child. And I want to be a good thing. I want to be everything that good for my children. You know.
Okay, I think I want to be a mother who can be a best friend for my children, so my children can tell about the story when he can talk with his friends or her friends, something like that. Thank you.
I want to be a parent who supports and gives my children the freedom to explore their interests and talents while providing the necessary guidance. Enough.
For me, I think I want to be parents who can be mother and friends who can listen to children. So like that, maybe enough.
In the future, I want to be a loving and supportive mother, good communication, and I want to create a secure environment where my children feel valued.
Okay, guys. And this is the last question from me: is, what kind of parenting do you think should be abandoned by society, especially parents in Indonesia. I think the most parenting that we need to abandon in Indonesia is apa sih? Aduh, ini bentar aku lupa. Abusive kan. Okay, guys, and this is the last question from me is what kind of parenting do you think should be abandoned by society, especially parents in Indonesia? Of course, the most parenting that we need to abandon in Indonesia is abusive parenting that always hit the children, that always angry to the children, that always make a traumatic for their children. That's the most parenting that I really had. Okay, enough.
Okay, I agree with Zika because a parent who hit their children, it can make their children be traumatized. Okay, enough.
My opinion, society, especially parents in Indonesia, needs to abandon the authoritarian and harsh approach in educating children. Approach that is more empathic, open, and support the child's positive enough.
For me, I think a practical parenting style, such a girls not being allowed to study overseas, having to marry at the age of 17, and having violent upbringing. Like I think like authoritarian that must we don't like it. Maybe not.
For me, parenting that I want to abandon something like physical punishment, overprotection, and excessive pressure for academic achievement. For me, enough.
Okay, guys, welcome to the next guest. And the next is the question is coming from is Brother Hasbi. Okay, Brother Hasbi, times is yours.
Thank you. First question, what is most important to you in achieving your future goals? For me, integrity and perseverance are most important to me in achieving my future goals. Staying true to my value and constantly working towards my objective are essential enough.
I think the most important to me to achieve my future goals is about my action, because we have our future goals, but if we don't act, we cannot achieve our future goals.
I agree with my young's opinion. And another things that I think the most important for reach my future goals is time management and knowledge. My knowledge how I study, how I prepare for my future. That I think the most important thing that I need to prepare for my future goals. Enough.
I think if for me, in my opinion, players and blessing from parents and personality and supportive partner if there is, and a strong personality. Maybe enough.
The most important thing to me in achieving my future goals is consistent and commitment to continuous learning and grow. Enough.
Okay, Brother Hasbi, the next question.
Next second question. How do you measure success in achieving your goals? For me, measure success in achieving my goals by assessing both tangible outcomes and personality growth, meeting milestones, making progress towards large objectives, and feeling in the process are all indicator of success for me. Enough.
I think I measure my goal if I got a happiness life and enough money.
Okay, I think I agree with Mayang. And another thing that I think, how can I measure my life that I get my goals is if I can manage my time, if I can, if I can control my emotion, if I got much of knowledge, if I can be a psychologist, of course.
I'm agree with what Jikra say. Maybe I wait. Maybe I add calm and better person than yesterday. So the shaping I have like that. Maybe enough.
I measure success in achieve ulang. I measure success in achieving my goals by assessing how much meaningful progress I have made towards those goals. Additionally, success for me also involves feeling satisfied and aligned with my value and aspiration as I work towards those goals. Maybe enough.
Okay. And the third question, please, Brother Hasbi.
Next, third question is, do you have a backup plan if you encounter obstacle in achieving your goals? For me, yes. Having a backup plan is important. If I encounter obstacle, I will resist my approach, support from mentors or peers, and explore alternative strategies to continue progressing toward my goals. Enough.
I think for me, I don't have a plan because I'm not someone who has a plan B for planning for the future. I think I will evaluation my failure because because I'm not had a plan B. I will evaluation and do better than before.
I think the backup plan is really important. I agree with Brother Hasbi, but it's really broke my heart, of course, because my first plan is wanna be a psychologist of child and teens, but maybe if I can't reach it, I wanna be a judges because I don't wanna be a judges because it's a hard thing for my life and for my life after. But because of it is my father's hope, and I don't want to be a selfish one. And I think my backup plan is want to be a judges. Enough.
I'm agree with Sikra and Hasbi. Of course, we must. Not we. I have some plans because I don't know what I feel, what I will face. So, and I think I should prepare some plans like that. Maybe enough.
I don't have a specific backup plan because I will continue to strive towards my primary goal. If I encounter obstacles that require me to relinquish my initial goal, I will create a alternative plan based on the situation at at that time.
And the next question is the last question from Brother Hasbi. Please, Brother Hasbi.
Last question. What do you see as a source of inspiration in achieving your future goals? For me, I find inspiration from various sources, including successful individuals in my field, mentors who have guided me along the way, and story of resilience, and perseverance. Additionally, my own inner drive and determination serve as constant source of the motivation in achieving my future goals. Enough.
Okay. I think my source of inspiration is my dad, because my dad taught me to be a beauty doctor. Yeah.
In my opinion, my first inspirator is myself in my past, of course, because myself in my past is the good thing or the good self that I have as long as I live. Because in my past, I can manage my time. I have much knowledge. In my past, I have enough knowledge for my past. So I never lazy. I always study. I always do anything that I want. I do anything that I need. So of course I really miss that one. So the next inspirator is my parents, of course, because they always support me. So they always sacrifice themselves for me. So my third inspirator is my lecturer. Why? Because for when I want to be a psychologist, I always give motivation. I got motivation from my lecturer, so I got uh his story from my lecturer that make me like, oh, okay, and then I need to be the one like blah blah blah. So oh, and then I need to study blah blah blah, and then I can to be a good psychologist like my lecturer, like that. Maybe enough.
For me, I think my parents Vina Maulina with Caca Tengker, because them is Caca Tengker is psychology, and Vina Maulina is HRD in BUMN. So I like them. Maybe.
My primary source of inspiration are my parents and maybe teacher who have had a profound impact on my life.
Okay. And the next we will go to the next question that presenting by Sister Naila. Before I wanna thanks to Brother Hasbi for your question. Okay, Sister Naila, times is yours.
Thank you, Zikra. So, this from me, the one after graduating from college, what step will you take? Continue your education, career, or get married with straight away? For me, I think I will continue my education in profesi psychology and a clinical master degree. Maybe enough.
Okay, I think my opinion is same with Myla. I will continue my education because I want to put myself into more knowledge for better future.
I think, of course, I wanna continue my education. I wanna take a profession of psychologist. So I wanna take double degree because my father is ordered me to be a judges. No, he doesn't order me to be a judges, but he ordered me to take judge education, and then maybe for the next after my graduation, of course, is I wanna continue my education.
For me, after graduating from college, I plan to focus on starting my career and gaining professional experience. Marriage might be consideration in the future, but it's not my immediate priority.
For me, after graduating from college, maybe same. I want to continue my education because I happen to be from the education field. I believe that to secure a quality job with a decent income, I need to have a good qualification. For me, enough.
Okay, the second question is come from Sister Naila. Please, Sister Naila.
Okay, the second question is, do you have a plan for the next 5 years? For me, my answer is my plan. I have. So my plan is that I graduate and I want to take a clinical professional, and I want to work as psychologist at the Caca Tengker Psychological Service and become HRD at Unilever. Maybe enough.
I think for the next 5 years, I will be alive because my future goals is married goals. I want to marry in 25 years.
I have planned for the next 5 years of my life. The first is, of course, I want to be a psychologist. The second is I want to take a clinical profession of child and teens. So the third is I want to take judge education, and I just want to take a judge education, but I don't want to be a judges, of course. So I want to make a clinic of psychology.
For me, I have a plan for the next 5 years. It includes building my career, possibly picturing my education if needed, and working toward personal goals such as traveling or starting a family.
My plan for the next 5 years is to graduate on time from my current education, and continue education and secure a good job.
Next question from Sister Naila. Please, Sister Naila.
Okay, next question is, what kind of life do you imagine and hope in the next 5 years? For me, I imagine being a psychologist, of course, and HRD in South Jakarta or Kalimantan. We need clothes and high income and living a peaceful life. Maybe enough.
My life in next 5 years, maybe I find my happiness and I do my job as beauty doctor.
Kind of my life that I imagine and hope for in 5 years is I want to be a psychologist. I want to have a clinic of psychology. So I want to be a good mother. Maybe if I was get married. So I want to be what speakers. I want to I want to study another language. So I want to go to another countries, and I want to be a good person. A good sorry, salah. Okay, I think my kind of my life that I imagine and I hope for in 5 years is I want to be a psychologist. I want to have a clinic. I want to I want to get married maybe in 5 years soon. So I want to can another language except Indonesian, English, Spanish, and Arabic. So I want to be a traveler. So much thing that I want in 5 years soon, but that the most thing that I want.
I think in 5 years, I imagine a fulfilling life where I have made significant progress in my career, established meaningful relationship, and achieved personal growth. Um, I hope to be financially stable, pursuing my passions and contributing positively to my maybe community.
I hope to have complete the further education I have chosen, start the career of my dreams, and feel satisfied with my personal progress and achievement.
Next question is the last question from Sister Naila. Please, Sister Naila.
Okay, now the last question from me. The question is, the road is not always smooth. How do you overcome obstacles or even failures? For me, I think I'm sad, but I don't want I don't want to give up, and I will get up again with high spirit. Maybe not.
Okay, for me, like I thought before, I will my fail before, and so I know how to do in the next step.
Maybe I want to study from my fail. Maybe what's wrong with me? What's wrong with my step? What's wrong with my way? So yeah, the first thing and the most thing that I do is study and observing myself about maybe there's something wrong that I don't feel before. So maybe I don't have a good preparing before I do that. So yeah, maybe I don't wanna I don't wanna think that the wrong or the failure is come from the others, that I think that I wanna think that the failure is come from myself. Maybe.
I think when faced with obstacle or failure, really on resilience, adaptability, and a growth mindset to overcome challenge. I seek support from mentors, friends, or family, and I feel setbacks as opportunity for learning and growth. Maintaining a positive attitude and persevering through adversity are key to overcoming obstacles on the road to success. Enough.
Maybe I will see obstacles as opportunities to grow and learn. I seek support from family and my friend for guidance and encouragement.
Now is the question from our last guest tonight. But I wanna say thank you, Sister Naila, for your question. Thank you very much, Sister Naila. And the next question is coming from Sister Najmi. Please, Sister Najmi, times is yours.
Thank you. First question for me is, what do you hope to learn or explore more in the future? Maybe I hope to learn and explore the world of business more in the future. But right now, I'm prioritize and focus on education because I'm majoring in chemistry education. The plan is to start career in education or become a teacher first before entering the business world?
I think for me, I hope I will more explore about my photography skills for the future.
The thing that I hope to learn to or explore more in the future is the first is of course knowledge about psychology, especially about children and teens. So the second thing is language because I really like language or study language, especially Spanish and English. So maybe I want to go to the English village in Pare, maybe you know. So the third is I wanna I like Sister Mayang. I wanna more explore about photography because I like it too. And maybe another thing is I wanna learn about cook because I like cook. Maybe enough from me. Next.
For me, I hope to dive deeper into the ethics of artificial intelligence or AI and learn more about environmentally friendly technologies. Enough.
For me, I'm agree with Chikra about cooking because I like cooking. So of course, about knowledge, so education creator, so follow my TikTok ya, and travel through Indonesia, especially Papua, NTT with NTT. Don't forget follow my TikTok. Thank you.
And the next question is still come from Sister Najmi. Please, Sister Najmi.
The second question is, what kind of city or living environment do you want for the future? For me, I hope to live in a city with friendly and safe environment.
I think I will live in a city, especially Tangerang in BSD. I don't know the reason. I love BSD.
Maybe I agree with Sister Najmi. So another thing that maybe I wanna live in the city or the living environment is the environment that it's quiet. It doesn't make me dizzy because of it's really busy. So I wanna have an environment that doesn't judge me if I do a good thing. Like the example, because I wanna be a good mother soon. I wanna correct a wrong thing in Indonesia, especially in our environment. Like maybe I don't wanna give sugar and chocolate to my children because that's a bad choice. So maybe if in our environment like right now, maybe we always face that the mothers or the parents or maybe grandma or another things part of family that always give their children like sugar and the other thing that's bad for the children. I don't want to get it. So because maybe they always judge me if I do a good thing like that. I don't want to get it. I hope I will never get it. So I wanna have environment and the city that have fresh air. Like maybe isn't a city because maybe I will never get a city uh with the good air in Indonesian. Maybe, but I don't know. But it's maybe. And then maybe the good choice is stay in the village or maybe stay in the mountain. Maybe. Yeah, that's for me enough.
For me, I hope to live in city, maybe Denmark, Copenhagen. That is environmentally friendly, has good access to nature, and provides opportunity for personal and professional growth. Maybe enough.
I think life Scotland in UK, like urban residence life in a housing complex and have a permanent job with high income, so which can grow my personality. Enough. There is kan, ada kan?
Ada. Okay. The next question, please, Sister Najmi.
The next question is, how and with whom do you plan to spend your old age? For me, if I'm destined by God to have a partner in this world, I will definitely spend time with her. But if not, I will spend my time taking care of and being dutiful to parents. For what I will do, I choose to continue working and engage in enjoyable activities like gardening, painting, and perhaps playing music if possible.
I think I will spend my time with my husband if I have, and my children if I have to. And I will explore our hobbies in homes. Enough.
Maybe I agree with Sister Najmi and Sister Mayang, of course. So I think I wanna live with my small family, with my husband and my children. So I wanna, maybe if I have a husband soon, I wanna have a husband that always appreciate my achievement. So I wanna have a husband that always understand how to grow, like like how to grow, like how to make a good thing every day. So I want to have a husband that doesn't patriarchies. Of course, I really hate boy or girl that patriarchies. That's a bad thing because girl or boy it's the same, I think. Because and then I really hate that someone that always say maybe women don't work because women is need to stay in the kitchen, blah, blah. I really hate that things. And then I don't want to live with someone that have patriarchy. Maybe that's for me. The next.
For me, I hope to spend my old age with my family, with my wife, with my children. Enough.
If for me, I think I will spend my all time with my husband, with my family, so doing positive activity together like sport and jogging or cooking together or read the books together. Maybe enough.
Maybe this is the last question for this podcast. So the last question from Sister Najmi. Okay, Sister Najmi.
The last question from me is, what motivation and principle do you hold to achieve your hopes for the future? For me, my motivation to achieve goals and aspiration include wanting to bring happiness and gratitude to my parents, as well as striving to improve life for the better. My principle is believe in myself and let it flow. That as long as my parents accompany me on life's journey, everything will be okay.
My motivation, uh, to achieve my goals is do it now. If I don't do it, it won't happen. So that's my motivation that I always remember when I lazy or something.
I agree with Sister Najmi and Sister Mayang, of course. But I agree with Sister Mayang, but I haven't do it. I haven't do it because if I lazy and then I don't do it, and then I take but I take a rest of myself maybe for 10 minutes or 30 minutes and then I just do it. So my motivation and my principles to hold to hold and to achieve my hopes for my future is I wanna grateful to my parents, of course, like Sisa Najmi. So uh the most important thing and the most reason is because I wanna be a good mother. That the most reason why I wanna I wanna success in my future. So I wanna be someone that useful. That I don't wanna be someone that unused or useless maybe. And then I wanna help other. I wanna take care of other. I wanna help other in their life. I wanna help other how to be a good people. So yeah, that's the main reason and the main motivation of my life. So the most principle is because of I wanna be a mother and I wanna be a useful one. Maybe enough from me.
For me, my motivation is to live with integrity, learn from every experience, and continually strive to be the best in everything. My principles include perseverance, truth, and to making a positive impact on the people. Enough.
Okay, so my motivation, of course, my parents is every day. If there is a will, there is a way. Only that. So just know I forget not say my username TikTok. So don't forget follow my TikTok Naizulfa or Naila sharing psikologi. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you all.
Okay, guys, maybe the question is enough until here. So I want to say thank you for all of my guests tonight. I want to say thank you to Sister Mayang, Sister Najmi, Sister Naila, and Brother Hasbi, of course. So maybe just this for us. Maybe I hope we can get anything that we need. We can get anything that we want. We can be something or someone that we want to be soon. So thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for everything. Maybe just this from me. And the last, I say you, Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzabannar. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Senang.
Yeah.
Senang.